Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round number 7 of the Northwest Short Track Tour. Tonight we got 50 laps here at Martinsville Speedway. 15 cars have showed up for practice so far. We're going to take 50 laps around this short paper clip. Give us about 4.5 more minutes here and we'll start qualifying. But first, let's get into our tail of the tape here today. Cam Iverson, last week's winner, sitting on top of the board here in practice. Right now you got on screen the current weather. Right now we're looking at 87 degrees out there, but the track temp is 127 degrees. You could cook an egg on it if you wanted to. It's going to be the madness at Martinsville 50. We're going to take these mini stocks to their limits here tonight, hitting the chip, getting into each other, beating and banging. After 50 laps, we're going to crown a winner here tonight. But currently, right now, sitting off the top of the board is Cam Iverson with a 22.35. That's your fastest time so far in practice, and he's been a force to reckon with as of late. This midseason has been exactly what Cam Iverson has planned for, and it has come to fruition. Right now, you'll see on screen 22.34 for Cam Iverson sitting on top. Right behind him, Casey Cavender, his first outing here tonight. He's going to sit second right now in practice with a 22.38. Not far behind him, very close actually, is Casey Garber. Remember, Garber's very quick, very fast. Has yet to finish a race this season, but always qualifies up front, it seems, and seems to be one of those cars tonight. If he can make the race, he's going to battle with Cam Iverson, most likely for a lead. In fourth right now, you see on screen Josh Childress. Those three fast cars right there at number 99 machine. Josh Childress sitting fourth with a 22.40. So all those guys under a blanket, put them under a blanket on lap times. Sitting fifth, a little bit slower than them. You got 22.50 for Reggie Gill. This is Father Reggie Gill, not Isaiah Gill. So don't forget that. This is Papa Gill. Other one's the 2 car of Isaiah Gill. So Reggie sitting fifth right now. Let's go to sixth place, Seth Cooper. Seth Cooper in the 3 machine. He's sitting sixth with a 22.54. Very quick, very fast. 30 laps led last weekend. Slightly missed out there towards the end of that run and did not come home with the win, but led 30 laps nonetheless early on in that race, and looks to be another very fast race car here for the 3 machine of Seth Cooper. Sitting seventh, Andrew Lemke on screen. That very sleek looking gray and green 55 on track now. He's sitting seventh with a 22.55. Bryson Richardson, your second place point sitter right now, sitting in eighth, 22.57. Bryson Richardson slowly been fading on that points lead he had early on in the season to Cam Iverson. Cam Iverson's built up a 24-point lead over second place Bryson Richardson in the past few weeks, and Bryson's looking to regain something here tonight. Hopefully he can get it done at Martinsville. Going to need to qualify well and not have to race in the heat race. Qualifying points, remember, those get you the most. 10 points for pole, 8 points for second, 6 points for third, 4 points for fourth, and 2 points for fifth. Top 5 are going to get points going home. Of course, you want that pole. But Bryson Richardson just losing a little bit of ground here on Cam Iverson as Cam Iverson pulls away in the midseason. Dylan Matthews sitting in ninth right now currently with a 23.06. Dylan Matthews, our last time we took the mini stocks out at Irwindale, Dylan Matthews brought home the win, leading 55 of 60 laps. An absolutely dominant performance. Doesn't look like he has quite as much speed here tonight, but don't let that fool you. That 17 machine can get it done, and he's already proven it this season. And lastly, rounding out the top 10 in practice we got on screen right now is Ryan McLeod. Ryan McLeod in the 37 machine ran a 22.64. He's also won a mini stock race this season at Bristol Motor Speedway. And so Ryan McLeod, while he's not sitting towards the top just yet, I think he has a great car, and if things fall into his favor here tonight, look for him to be up towards the front. And rounding out the rest of your field, Isaiah Gill sitting in 11th. Kyle Matthews sitting in 12th right now currently. Devin Matthews, who Dalton Christmas in the chat says, I bet the 7-car wreck's out. Funny you say that. Last week, unfortunately, both the Matthews twins disqualified because of incident point limits. So we're going to see 24 incident points they hit. So hopefully we're not seeing that here tonight. Drifting, getting into turn number 3 there, but that's all right. 7 machine was a little bit quicker there early on, but it seemed to not find as much pace as he had earlier. The track has gotten a lot harder too. That does not help the case. But we're going to get right into qualifying here, folks. Practice is just wrapping up. Bryce Clark and Nate Garski. That's going to round out your field in practice. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go straight into qualifying here. So look for Cam Iverson to be quick. I expect Casey Garber to be quick as well. We'll get on board with the first driver here tonight. Whoever goes out on track here first, we'll get on with him. Looks like Cam Iverson's pulling out of the pits right now currently. You hear his car out on track right now. Cam Iverson, your points leader coming out for his first run. I think lap number 2, you're going to see your fastest times ran here tonight. A little bit cooler on the track. Let's get a quick look before he gets going here. You can see that track temp is now 101 degrees. We're running about 26 degrees cooler now. That's going to make these cars hook up a lot faster. $15 going to the 2 car if he sits on pole. You hear it here tonight. Isaiah Gill, $15 bounty on his head if he can get that 2 car on the pole position. Cam Iverson coming around for lap number 1. It's going to be a 22.10. That is very quick. That's almost 2/10 quicker than his practice time, if not more. Bryson Richardson comes around for his first lap. 22.13. You can see how close it is. Bryson Richardson needs a little bit more on Cam Iverson to get that spot. Ryan McLeod runs a 22.60, just a little bit slower than he needs. Cam Iverson not going to finish it out. Can Bryson Richardson get some points on Cam Iverson here tonight? Coming out of turn number 4, Bryson Richardson runs a 22.16. Not going to be enough to get Cam Iverson, so that's going to help Cam and not help Bryson Richardson. In this scenario, Bryson Richardson really needed those points here tonight to eat into that gap Cam Iverson has, but Cam Iverson going to maintain what he has on Bryson Richardson currently as we speak. Devin Matthews headed out on track here right now. We'll get a good look at that 7 machine. Oh, no. Parked it inside of turn number 4. I don't think he's going to keep that car. He's going to reset that car. Let's go to Andrew Lemke. Sitting 4th right now. Casey Garber to the top of the board at 22.06. Casey Garber runs a 22.06 his first lap. What can he do? Lap number 2. That bumps Cam Iverson down. Casey Garber hits into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4. The 96 run a little bit faster. 22.06. Time to beat. And he does. We see a 21.97, folks. First car to break into the 21s. Casey Garber going to sit pole currently. Casey Cavender going out right now as we speak. Cavender really quick in practice. Ran second. Out of turn number 4, coming around for his first lap here. He's going to run a 22.22. Not quite enough speed to get into the top 5 there. Devin Matthews with a 22.22. Crazy work here by the number 7 machine. Way faster than in practice. And Dylan Matthews goes P3 with a 22.11. That's going to bump Bryson Richardson down to P4. Just a little bit off of Cam Iverson with a 22.10. Casey Cavender goes P4 too. Bumps Bryson Richardson down 2 spots. That's going to bump him out 6 extra points. Reggie Gill sitting in 6th right now. Devin Matthews still out on track. Parked it. He knows that was a decent run for him. And we still have 3 cars yet to come out and qualify. We have Josh Childress coming out right now. Josh Childress, one of those fast cars here early on in practice. Can he come out here and make something happen on Casey Garber? This is going to be his first lap here, folks. Coming to the green flag right here. That number 99 machine is very quick. We'll see what he can do. Also out on track right now, Kyle Matthews coming around for his first green flag run here. Matthews looking to get a little bit more speed. You know, he won early on. That first race in Lanier was great for him. That's where he got his first Northwest Short Track Tour win, but since then it has not been what Kyle Matthews has wanted. Josh Childress coming around for his first lap. He's going to run a 22.24. Not enough speed there on that first one. Coming down the backstretch for lap number 2. Can Josh Childress gain any more speed here? Coming out of turn number 4. The number 99 machine barely misses the wall, and he's going to run a 22.02. He almost got Casey Garber. Very close. Garber's going to hold on to the pole position here, I think. We only have one more car to come out, and it's Bryce Clark, but I don't think he's coming out, folks. As we wrap up qualifying here. 15 more seconds left on the board. Josh Childress runs a 22.02, puts it in second, and guess who's going to have to race his way in? That bumps Bryson Richardson down to 6th. He's going to have to race his way into the main event here in the heat race, and your top 5 are going to go straight into the show. Let's get a quick look here before we get started on the heat race at your qualifying results. We got Casey Garber with a 21.976. Everyone else follows in behind him. Josh Childress sitting second. Cam Iverson qualified third. Dylan Matthews with a strong performance here in fourth. Casey Cavender in his first race out here runs P5. From 6 on down, you're going to see him here in the heat race. So let's get straight down to the grid. Starting on the pole in the number 93 machine, we got Bryce Clark. Bryce Clark sitting in the 93. To his outside, we have Nate Garski in the 44. Second row inside, Ryan McLeod. Outside of him is going to be Kyle Matthews. Third row, Devin Matthews, Seth Cooper. In the fourth row, we have Andrew Lemke and Isaiah Gill. And just behind them, we have Reggie Gill. And your second place points position, Bryson Richardson rounding out the field. So after a full field invert based on
all right, new rule tonight, thought it should be announced. There will be no changing lanes until start-finish line.
No changing lanes till start. We hit the start-finish line here tonight, so that's coming from your admin, Dylan Matthews.
Let's go on green tonight. We're going to try that. We'll try that tonight, and depending on that, we'll look into that rule next week.
So that's how the cookie's going to crumble here tonight. A couple rule changes after last weekend. Not too happy with the performance on the 37. So instead of penalizing the 37 there after a big jump on the restart, which caused all this calamity, we're going to go ahead and change the rules around so that nobody can change lanes before the green flag here. So after the 37s use his Hail Melon this season, we'll see what these guys can do as we get started going into turn number 1. Bryce Clark's going to lead the field here. It's going to be on green. No changing lanes before then. Coming out of turn number 4, we're going to see the green. Green flag is out. Big slow start for the front 2, but that's just what everyone else wanted to see. Bryce Clark with a full car length lead going into 1. Oh, a big stack up. Ryan McLeod looking to the inside of the 93. Everyone else falling back. Ryan McLeod running second right behind the back bumper of the 93. Oh, a big move from the 7 machine. Seth Cooper ends up in the wall. And he's got it rolling again. Devin Matthews sitting second, dove it in real strong there. And that got the 3 all out of whack. The battle is still for the lead here. Ryan McLeod looking for any which way around the 93 machine of Bryce Clark. Can't quite get it done. Bryce Clark wants to open up a lead here. We go on lap number 3, 6 laps to go this time by big run by McLeod. A big bump getting into turn number 1. Not enough to shake the 93 coming out of turn 2. 37 still has a strong run down the backstretch. Another big bump by the 37 getting the 93 all out of whack. He does here. He almost wrecks him. McLeod almost wrecks him, but they keep it straight. And Bryce Clark has now opened up a huge gap. And that's let Andrew Lemke come into the fray here. Lemke working on the 37 machine of Ryan McLeod. Ryan McLeod wants to get back to the back bumper of the 93. Getting into turn number 3. Can't quite get anything done here. Bryce Clark. Oh, he loses it. Bryce Clark loses a bunch of speed off of 4. That opens the door for the 37 on the inside. Side by side into 1. Who gets it? McLeod clears coming out of turn number 2. Andrew Lemke follows. McLeod's your new race leader. 4 laps to go. Can Andrew Lemke get to the back bumper of that 37 machine? Lemke looking real strong here. Ryan McLeod wants to walk away with it. McLeod, 2 car lengths of a lead headed into turn number 1. We got 3 laps to go. Lemke looks outside. Big run in the center of the corner there for the 55. Coming down the backstretch here. The 37 machine has a mirror full of that 55 gray machine there. Outside looks Lemke can't get anything done. Coming out of turn number 4. McLeod leads 2 laps to go. McLeod still trying to make anything happen. Lemke looks high, dives it down low, looking inside of the 37 down the backstretch. They're neck and neck, equal speed, headed into turn number 3. A big shove here from the 55, a big shove. Getting that 37 all out of whack. Inside looks the 55 on the 37. Side by side, getting into turn number 1. Who's going to make it work? Oh, big shove by Lemke into turn number 1. Expect a lot of contact here into turn number 3. McLeod does the crossover move on Lemke. Oh, Lemke gives it up. Oh, he looks inside of the 37. Oh, he's going to spin him. Oh, we got a big wreck. Who's going to get him at the line? Lemke. Is it going to be Lemke? No, it's McLeod. McLeod gets him. A bunch of contact here for the heat race win, and give that one to Ryan McLeod. An incredible run for the 37 machine after such a ferocious fight here tonight. That is just a sneak peek between McLeod and Lemke of what we're going to see here tonight between all these drivers. The sun is set here tonight. Let's get down to the official race grid. Congratulations, Ryan McLeod, on your heat race win. Let's take a look at our grid here tonight. Actually, we are not going to take a look at the grid. Can't quite get to it yet, folks. Sorry about that. We have warm-up for 3 minutes here. We'll let these drivers get all warmed up here, get these cars moving. Let them get their feet underneath them here as the track has cooled off. We've gone from 127-degree track temps down to 82 degrees now. And this track is going to be lightning quick, folks. Expect some of the fastest times to be ran up to this point here. As these drivers go ahead and battle it out here. They're going in and out of each other here in warm-up. Not sure what's going on here. Nonetheless, McLeod with a very nice run here in the heat race. We can bring up the heat race results. So after the heat race, Ryan McLeod wins by 3/100ths of a second. Devin Matthews brings it home third in the heat race. Seth Cooper fourth after a big hit on the wall there early on in that run. And Bryson Richardson bringing it home fifth after a start in the back there. So rounding out the rest of the field, 6th place Isaiah Gill, 7th place Kyle Matthews, 8th place Nate Garski, and not finishing the race is Bryce Clark and Reggie Gill. So we'll see how the cookie crumbles here tonight. But for now, Ryan McLeod, your heat race winner. We got about a minute left here in warm-up. We'll let these drivers get these cars underneath them, and we'll meet you guys back here for the start of the main event. Folks, warm-up has concluded here. We'll get straight down to the starting lineup. Our top 5 drivers from qualifying have inverted. So we have Casey Cavender, who qualified 5th, is now going to sit pole. Outside of him will be Dylan Matthews. Inside second row, we got Cam Iverson, your points leader. Outside of him will be Josh Childers. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Casey Garber, your fast time winner, taking home 10 points tonight. Outside of him, we got our heat race winner, Ryan McLeod. Andrew Lemke is going to sit inside of the 4th row there. Outside of him is going to be Devin Matthews. Inside 5th row, we got Seth Cooper. Outside of Seth Cooper is going to be Bryson Richardson, your second place points standings currently. Inside 6th row is going to be Isaiah Gill. Outside of him is Kyle Matthews. And rounding out the field is Nate Garski and Reggie Gill. So
all right, guys, 24 here. Incident points tonight. I'm not sure if we have a set of tires. No tires. 1 fast repair per usual. You won't need fuel. Like I said, we're going to go on green tonight, and we are going to be not passing until the start-finish line. Let's have a good race and be clean tonight.
All right, so we'll be back here. Sorry about that, folks. Back to the racing action. So we'll get the grid off screen here. We'll get these guys going. Remember, we're going to be under green flag. No changing lanes before the start-finish line. And these drivers are going to battle out for 50 laps here at Martinsville Speedway. Casey Cavender, our pole sitter here tonight after the 5-car invert. Outside of him, Dylan Matthews. That's your front 2. They're going to lead us to green here. Get a look here. The flagman with the green flag in hand. The pace car pulls off. He's got it ready to go. You'll see the field crest. Turn number 3. Casey Cavender will lead us. When that green flag drops, we'll see it go.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out. We got them all going here, folks. Casey Cavender leads. Dylan Matthews to the outside, side by side by side. A big 3-wide push going into 1. Oh my goodness. Around goes Casey Garber. Casey Garber's around. Garber's around off the front bumper of Seth Cooper. Let's get a good look here at what happened. So we got a green flag going. It looks like Cooper just drove it really deep in there. Yeah, 3 wide deep, and he just got into the back bumper of the 96, sent him around, and then gave him another love tap here early on that left side. So a bunch of damage on the 96 and 3 machines. I don't know how that's going to affect him. 1 fast repair here tonight, but not what Casey Garber wanted to see here, especially early on. So Seth Cooper going to go to the back of the field along with Casey Garber for our first caution of the night. Couldn't even get into turn number 1. So Dylan Matthews, after everything's all been said and done, is going to inherit the lead here. Behind him, Casey Cavender. Josh Childress sitting in 3rd, and Cam Iverson is up to 4th position. Move Ryan McLeod up to 5th spot after Garber goes to the back. So Bryce Clark did not start the race. Casey Garber's in the pits. He's coming out now. It looks like his machine's all fixed up. He's going to bring it out on track now. So Garber will rejoin at the back of the field. Seth Cooper is in the back of the field there. And we'll stack these guys up and go 2 by 2. And Dylan Matthews will restart. We'll go double file here. Lights are out on the pace car. We'll go green this time by Dylan Matthews. Once again, he'll take us to the green flag. We're starting on green here tonight. No early jumps for anybody. So these guys are adjusting to the new rules here. It's probably what caused all this chaos to begin with. Dylan Matthews is going to take us around for the green flag here. Green flag is out.
Green flag.
And we're off to the races here. Getting into turn number 1. Dylan Matthews with the early lead into turn number 1. Side by side by side we look. Matthews still coming strong. Got a whole car length now on everybody else coming on the backstretch here. Getting into turn number 3. Gives second place to Josh Childress. And here comes Ryan McLeod. Caution is out. Caution is out. We got a big wreck here.
Really?
A big wreck here. Let's see what happened here, folks. Looks like the 55 machine of Andrew Lemke was involved in this one. See, the 44 machine's way up out of the groove here. Oh, Devin Matthews all out of whack there. Just a big shove by the 55 into the back of the 10, and that's going to send the 55 around. Oh, gets nicked there by Nate Garski, but just a huge shove there from the 55 machine, and that's going to bring out our second caution of the night. So these guys are very antsy early on. Only 8 laps down, but we've spent most of the time pacing here tonight. Here we go. Dylan Matthews still leading down on the yellow. Not sure what's going on there, but Josh Childress has moved him up to second. Casey Cavender has dropped now to 4th. And Ryan McLeod now move up to 3rd position. Cam Iverson still running strong there in the 5th position. Even after getting tagged in the rear end there by the 55, and the 55 is going to go to the back. You see Andrew Lemke's rejoined the field back there. A little bit of front end damage there. Looks like that front nose is caved in a little bit on both sides. So 55 going to have to go to work here. A fast car, but going to have to work his way back through the field here, hopefully without wrecking too many people in the process. So 2 early cautions to start out this 50-lap main event. And as such, tensions are still high. This will be a very quick race, all things considered, if we can get it to go green. So we're double them up here, folks. Lights are out on the pace car. We'll go green one more time for the second restart tonight. 10 laps down, 40 laps to go. Dylan Matthews will lead us to the green flag here. We'll see that green flag in hand here. The field pulls off at turn number 4.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out. Green, green, green. Dylan Matthews leads into turn number 1, side by side with Josh Childress to his outside. A big move up the track for the 17 machine. Here comes Josh Childress on the outside, clear of the 17 machine, getting into turn number 3. Josh Childress, your new leader on lap 11. Give it to the 99 machine. That car is very quick here tonight, folks. I expect him to be very hard to pass here now for the lead. Josh Childress comes around. Dylan Matthews hot on his tail, looking for any which way around. Can't quite get it done. Ryan McLeod and Cam Iverson go to battle on each other for second and third, and we got battles all over the pack here now. Isaiah Gill going to work on Bryson Richardson. Kyle Matthews gets by Casey Cavender, and so does Bryson Richardson now, going into turn number 1. Move Kyle Matthews up 7 spots to the 5th position, working on the inside of the 37. Can't get anything done. Sideways off of the corner. McLeod and Iverson go side by side for 3rd place. Iverson opens the door. McLeod can't get anything to work. Give that spot to Iverson. Now Kyle Matthews goes to work on the 37 machine. Looks inside. Can't quite get it done. Doesn't get it to work. Oh, a big shove out of the 90s. Oh, we got a car going around. The number 37 is around. Ryan McLeod goes around in turn number 4, and that's going to bring out the 3rd caution tonight. Let's go back and take a replay there. Seen Matthews was trying to go to work on the 37 machine of McLeod, but it's like, oh, he just drove it in a little hot. McLeod had the door open, and there was the back bumper of the 37. So the 29 gets into the 37 there, and I expect the 29 and the 37 to head to the back. that's what caused our third caution here tonight. And we'll re-rack them and stack them up. Josh Childress, your new leader after taking it away from Dylan Matthews there. Matthews back into second and move Cam Iverson up to third spot now. I expect Kyle Matthews to be to the back here quickly. We'll see what the admin decision is here. But Casey Cavender now in the 5th position. Bryson Richardson in the 6th position there. Isaiah Gill has moved his way up quietly into the 7th position. Up 4 spots here tonight. Plenty of time still for these drivers to get up to the front here. Seth Cooper and Casey Garber 8th and 9th now after their scuffle. Sitting in 10th, Reggie Gill, Nate Garski in 11th, Andrew Lemke in 12th, and Devin Matthews in 13th. You see McLeod at the back of the pack there. Not sure what the deal is, but Kyle Matthews still in the 4th spot here. Has not gone to the back. Josh Childress still your leader. Side will be Dylan Matthews. So we'll see what Dylan Matthews can do on this restart here after a great restart for the 99 on green. And Dylan Matthews is going to have to go to work and get around this 99 machine very quick. Bad granny car. Cam Iverson right there in the wings too, sitting 3rd. So not an easy test here for the 17, but not one he hasn't passed before. He's had these two on his back bumper, and he knows how to get it done. So we'll see what he can do here. 18 laps down. We're going single file here. Maybe. Or we're lining up side by side. Not sure what's going on, but they're going to give it up. They're going to go side by side here, folks. We're going to see the green flag this time by. The pace car pulls off. We'll see the field come around the corner here. We'll get a green flag going. Green flag in hand. Josh Childress will lead us to the green here.
Green flag.
The green flag is out. Josh Childress, a huge jump on the 17. Give that spot to Josh Childress getting into turn number 1. Childress takes the lead. Cam Iverson wants to follow him on the inside of the 17 machine, side by side down the backstretch. A big battle for a second going on. Dylan Matthews on the outside trying to make it work on the 10 machine. He's still there. We'll see if he's got it coming out of turn number 4. Still side by side down the front stretch here. Cam Iverson looking all over the place, trying to clear the 17. He finally does, coming out of turn number 2. Now he's got to go to work on the 99 machine. Move Kyle Matthews up another spot. He clears the 17 after a big move up the track for the 17 machine, and now he's going to have to go to work from 2nd to 4th in only a corner. Casey Cavender has worked his way back up there, and Isaiah Gill's looking all around the place, trying to get up there. He's sitting 6th now. That time by the fastest car on track was that number 77 machine of Josh Childress, your current race leader. Give this lap to Cam Iverson, 2/10 in 1 lap. Cam Iverson looking for more speed to gain that 99 machine. We're not even to halfway yet, folks. Cam Iverson wants to take this lead. He wants to get another win here tonight. There's still a big battle brewing here for 3rd. Dylan Matthews looking for any way around his uncle here of the 29 machine. Looks to the inside of the 29 into turn number 1. Almost touched getting out of turn number 2. Still clear is a 29 after a good little fight there between the 17 and 29. Still going to be 29 and 3rd. Cam Iverson has closed the gap now on to Josh Childress. 2/10 of a second back now from 4/10. And he's going to try to go to work on the number 99 machine. So we got 3rd. From 3rd on back, you can put them all under a blanket, trying to work on each other, figure out what they can do to get any sort of position here. Inside looks Dylan Matthews on Kyle Matthews. Can't quite get it to work. Kyle Matthews still holding on to the position here. A big little stack up there between Casey Cavender and Dylan Matthews. Inside looks Isaiah Gill on Casey Cavender. This is for 5th here, folks. The 2 machine looks inside of the 0-3. Still side by side coming out of turn number 4. 2 might have him clear. He does not have him clear quite yet. Still on his outside. He gives up the position here. Move Isaiah Gill into the 5th spot. Casey Cavanagh, move him down to 6. Cavanagh's lost 5 spots now since the start of this race here. Has slowly been eaten up. But Kyle Matthews still trying to make anything happen to hold on to this 3rd spot. Dylan Matthews almost gets into the back bumper there of the 29 machine. Doesn't quite. He knows he's got to go. Isaiah Gill's got a car here tonight that could absolutely win this race, and he's got to make sure that the 2 machine stays behind him if he wants to keep his points up here, folks. Casey Garber makes his move on Casey Cavanagh now. 96 working on the 03. Inside looks Casey Garber. Garber's clear, coming off of turn number 2. Give that spot. Casey Cavanagh has to give it up. Seth Cooper goes to work on Casey Cavanagh now. So Casey Cavanagh falling back quickly here as these guys approach the front of the field. Kyle Matthews still holding strong. And the battle for first is opened up a little bit here. Not as much pressure coming from Cam Iverson now with 22 laps to go. Josh Childress, that time by 2/10 quicker. Kyle Matthews running about the same lap times as Josh Childress right now. As Dylan Matthews trying to block the 2 car, looks inside, they touch, coming off at turn number 4. Dylan Matthews side by side with Isaiah Gill on the outside. Gill looks inside, he pushes up the track into the 17. The 2 machines clear off at turn number 2. Not quite, the 17 fights back. Isaiah Gill got onto the inside of the 17, and that's exactly what he needed to do to get by. Now he's bringing the brigade with him. Casey Garber looks inside as well on the 17 machine. Dylan Matthews trying to make anything happen. Oh, a big shove from the 3 on the 03. Casey Cavanagh's around.
How about water?
Big shove from Seth Cooper. And that's going to bring out our 4th caution tonight here, folks. Seth Cooper once again gets into the back of somebody, and this time it's Casey Cavanagh, not Casey Garber. So let's take a good replay here. Seth Cooper all over the back bumper of that 03. Getting into turn number 2 is when this happens, and just 2 different braking points. Seth Cooper gets into him, and around goes the 03. Luckily, oh, looks like the, oh wait, might have got him, but that's going to bring out your 4th caution tonight. So this is going to stack the field back up. Remember, there was a big gap between 3rd and 2nd. And Josh Childress, Cam Iverson were the only 2 that had contention for this lead. So with 18 laps to go now, our 4th caution, we're going to see a re-rack, and it's going to be hectic here, folks. The 2 machines now into the 4th spot. He has moved his way up 7 spots. The 29 machine is up 9 spots here. So this is going to be one heck of a restart here, folks. Garber's sitting in the 5th position. Dylan Matthews has fallen back to the 6th position now. Bryson Richardson moved him up 3 spots now into the 7th position. Lurking as usual, Bryson Richardson always ends up in the mix here late in the race. Reggie Gill moved him up 7 spots from the last starting spot to 8th place. A good night here for Gill. McLeod up to 9th after going to the back there with contact between him and the 29 on lap 18. So McLeod slowly working his way back up there. It's not been easy tonight. Track position's been key, and you need to keep it if you want to be up there. Case in point, 29. 55 after some heavy contact, still in the 10th position, and behind them Nate Garski and Devin Matthews. So Seth Cooper had to go to the back there. Casey Cavanagh looks like he's off track now currently. So we get a good look at the field here, folks. Going to double them up this time by. Should see the lights out on that pace car. And we do. We see the lights out on the pace car. We'll see it pull off this time by. Josh Childress will lead us to the green flag here. New outside challenger is going to be Cam Iverson this restart. Inside second row, we got Kyle Matthews, and outside of him, a very quick Isaiah Gill. Some very quick cars here. Now in contention for the mix. This is going to get hectic here, folks. 15 laps to go when we see the green flag. We'll see the pace car pull off. You see those headlights on the track. Pace car's down pit road. You see the field coming out at turn number 4. Josh Childress will lead. And we'll have the green flag out.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Josh Childress, Cam Iverson, a good start for both. Getting into turn number 1. Josh Childress on the inside, Cam Iverson on the outside. Still side by side off of 2. Give that spot to Josh Childress, still in the lead. Cam Iverson looks low inside. So does Isaiah Gill. And Gill gets a big shove. Oh my goodness, a big shove all over the place here. You've seen, oh, we got cars going around. Devin Matthews around. Caution is out.
Fellas, we have
That was a stack up
very difficult official this week.
of
Make
the
sure we're reminding
century,
our
folks.
kids to-
I mean, every car from third on back was sideways at some point there. And Devin Matthews is the one who's going to bring the caution out on that one, unfortunately. But every car under the sun was caught up in that wreck. And unfortunately, Devin Matthews is going to be the one to get the caution called out on him. So we'll get a replay here. We'll scoot this a little bit forward now. As come around, try to pull up the caution here. It doesn't look like I can get it pulled up. We'll see here. See if this is it. This might be it here. Maybe not. There we go. We got it here. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. We'll get a good look here. You get a big stack up. Looks like Garber got to the inside of the 17 machine. That's what started this, and then everybody from there on back was stacked up, hitting each other sideways, this, that, the other. So we'll get another good look here before we go back to a live stream here. But it started with the 96 and 17. You see the 17 already sideways. And a big stack up between everybody else in between. So you see, oh, look, the 29 machine gets into the back of Isaiah Gill, but we get it going in slow-mo here. Big shove from the 29 into the 2. 2's got the car cranked to the right, trying to save it. And still, the 96 looked inside of the 17, couldn't quite get anything to work there. And those two go around, but everyone behind him stacked up to avoid the chaos, and because of that, the 08 got shoved up into the 7 machine, and oh my goodness, they are in each other, and around goes the 7 machine to bring out the caution. So we'll go live here, folks, as the lights are out on the pace car. We'll go for our 6th restart here tonight. 11 laps to go, 10 laps to go when we see the green flag and cross the line. This will be it. 10 laps to go. Tensions are high here, folks. These drivers know they need everything they can get. The green flag is out. Josh Childress with a big jump this time on Cam Iverson, getting into turn number 1. Josh Childress basically has it clear. Oh, a big shove from the 29. Matt moves Casey Garber up into the 4th spot. Side by side, Cam Iverson and Isaiah Gill go with each other now. Isaiah Gill looks inside of the 10 machine. Can't quite get it to work out of turn number 4. Still side by side down the front stretch here, folks. Casey Garber looks now for any opening he can. Isaiah Gill moves up the track a little bit on the 10 machine. Down the backstretch, still side by side. And Josh Childress is loving what he's seen in his rear view right now, because he is walking away with the lead. Side by side coming out of turn number 4. Still nobody has a clear advantage, and Cam Iverson now has just about cleared, not quite enough yet. Oh, a big shove from the 17 into the 96. Garber moves all the way back down into the 8th spot. Dylan Matthews got hot into his left rear. The 96 saves it and move Dylan Matthews up into the 4th spot now. We got more contact going on back there. Dylan Matthews has a lot of work here from the 29. Now he's got himself clear. Reggie Gill moves up to the 6th position now. And Cam Iverson's got to go to work here. He's got 0.5 of a second to gain on the number 99 machine of Josh Childress. That time by, Josh Childress ran a little bit quicker here. That time by, give that lap to Cam Iverson, almost a 10th. He needs a little bit more here. Quickest car on track that lap. Give that to the 2nd place machine of Cam Iverson. Iverson looking, still trying to get up to the back bumper of Josh Childress. Isaiah Gill in tow. That lap, they're neck and neck. Give Isaiah Gill the fastest lap time there. Isaiah Gill looking on the back bumper of the 10 machine. But the 10 machine needs to find anything he can to get around this 99 machine, and he needs to get up to that back bumper quick. We got 4 laps to go now. That time by a little bit quicker here for Cam Iverson. He might have a shot if he can stay up quick. Oh, he gets into the rumble strips down low. That's going to knock him up the track. He's going to lose a little bit of time here, and he doesn't have much time to spare. Isaiah Gill's all over the back bumper of the 10 machine, waiting for one more mistake. He might pounce here. In the wall goes to 2. These guys are looking for anything they can. 3 laps to go. That time by. Even quicker still. Cam Iverson working on trying to get up to the back bumper of Josh Childress here. 3 laps to go. Big run into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, Josh Childress still holds the lead. 2 laps to go here, folks. Cam Iverson takes off a lot of time right there, folks. A whole 10th that lap now. Isaiah Gill just as quick as that 10 machine. 2 laps to go. We're going to see 1 lap to go coming out of turn 4. This time by a big shove from the 2 machine. That still opens up the door. Not quite enough for the 10 machine to get onto the 99 yet. As the 10 machine looks to work his way around the number 99. Isaiah Gill all over the back bumper of the 10 machine for second. Josh Childress still with the lead. This is the last lap here, folks, for the final time out of turn number 4. The 99 is going to see the checkered flag side by side for second. Who's going to get it done? Josh Childress wins the race. Gives second to Cam Iverson out of big wreck after the checkered flag comes out. Isaiah Gill brings it home third. Josh Childress is your winner tonight here, folks. Congratulations here, Josh Childress. What a run for the 99 machine. Cam Iverson going to bring it home second. And Isaiah Gill brings it home in third. Great run here for the 77 machine. We'll see if he burns it here down here tonight. I'll get a quick word with these guys here in just a moment here, folks. Josh Childress, your winner here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Northwest Short Track Tour. Round number 7 here has concluded tonight. Josh Childress takes home the win. But first, we're going to talk with Isaiah Gill, your third-place finisher here tonight. Isaiah Gill, congratulations on a third-place win, your first podium here this season. Nice job tonight. How'd you get it done through all the chaos?
Just about staying patient, especially when you get those green flag runs. It was a little hard to pass here with the low gear ratio and coming off the bottom, but if you just stay patient, you can make things happen.
Yeah, absolutely did here tonight. Battled through calamity, moved her way up 8 spots, starting 11th, worked up to 3rd here tonight. Not running for points here this season. Last season you were doing really well, but it's always good to see your face back around here. Always running up front as always. Can we expect to see you around more races here this year?
Yeah, I should be able to make the Final Four this year. My goal is to sweep all the Final Four, but with this league being so tight, anything can happen.
Absolutely. Well, Isaiah, you look really strong here tonight. Before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank Josh Childress for finally beating me, getting me humble. That's about it.
All right, Isaiah. Well, congratulations on 3rd. Thanks for racing with us here tonight. We'll let you go. Isaiah Gill, 3rd-place finisher here, folks. All right, now we finished talking with Isaiah Gill. We got Cam Iverson on deck here. Cam, congratulations on a 2nd-place finish. Once again, a testament to what you've been telling us all season long. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Looks like another great points night for you. Congratulations on 2nd place. And you're doing exactly what you said you would do. Anything you can write home about here tonight, take with you for the next race?
Yeah, just keep doing the same thing. Keep being consistent. It's definitely not the fastest car by any means today. I think maybe long run I had a little bit something for Josh, but we got a yellow. But all in all, great race, a lot of fun. Some good side-by-side battles with Josh there for a couple laps and Isaiah, and got close. But once again, I'm not going to wreck a guy and get myself penalized for the win, especially when they led that many laps and earned it. So hats off to Josh. He ran a great race.
Well, great run here for you, Cam, tonight. I know you are always running up front here, and you're doing exactly what you said you would do. Before we let you go here, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Good Load Up Let Me Race, my wife Cassidy for letting me do this all the time, and then Jordan Probst and Factory Sim Racing. Anything you guys need, let us know and help you out in GT3 racing, paints, anything you need.
Well, right on. Congratulations on 2nd place here tonight, Cam. Thank you for racing with us here, and we'll let you get to it. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.
Yeah, thank you.
It's his birth.
Alrighty here, folks. Now we got a little delay here, but now we've gotten to our 1st-place finisher, Josh Childress. Josh, congratulations on your first Northwest Short Track Tour win here tonight. I know you won earlier in the preseason, but this is your first regular season win this season, and you looked very strong, very dominant here. Congratulations.
Thanks, Travis. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. How'd you get it done through all the calamity and chaos? I know you started a little bit up front there, but it looked like it was pretty hard to pass up there, but you got it done nonetheless. Explain to us how hard it was just to get around the track here tonight.
Well, for me, it was a little bit easier. Marty's one of my favorite all-time tracks, so anything here I do, and I've just gotten to where I'm pretty good at it. But I'm not going to take anything away from Isaiah or Cameron. They ran me back down. Catching's one thing, but passing's another, so I just tried to keep it clean and not roast the rear tires, and came out ahead.
Well, you did exactly that. Led a good majority of the race here tonight. Going to bring home bonus points because of that. And had a great qualifying run as well. So good points night here for you. I know you're not up towards the top in the standings, but nonetheless going to look good towards the end of the season for a little bit of a money payout. Can we expect to see you for any more of these races? I know you've been here few and far between, but we'll see. Next race is going to be the 6th of December there at Iowa in the ARCA cars. So can we expect to see you then? Or
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite tracks too. I like the short tracks, Martinsville, Bristol, Iowa. Um, just that mid-sized short track, I guess. So I'll definitely be there.
Well, right on. We expect to see you there. Those are going to be a heck of a time saving tires there. 75 laps, no tire changes for you. Before we let you go here tonight and celebrate this win, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Oh yeah, for sure. Big shout out to my team, Corey and Jesse. Thanks for Isaiah for not wrecking me and letting me beat him one time finally, and Cam for not wrecking me again. So I told him if he let me win it, I'd let him off the hook from getting him back. So I guess he's free. And you guys for putting this on.
Well, right on, Josh. We appreciate you too. Thanks for coming out and racing with us tonight, and we'll let you celebrate your win. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh Childress, your race winner here in round 7 here tonight at Martinsville. We'll let you go, Josh. Have a good one.
You too, guys. Thanks.
Alrighty, and that'll do it for us here tonight, folks. The 7th rendition of Season 4 here tonight for the Northwest Short Track Tour ends with Josh Childress winning the race. Cam Iverson bringing it home in 2nd. Isaiah Gillen 3rd. Can't quite pull up the results here, but we'll still give a little rundown here nonetheless. Finishing 4th here tonight, Dylan Matthews brings it home 4th after starting 2nd. Kyle Matthews, after a little controversy there, brings it home 5th. A good run for him after a few bad runs nonetheless this past couple races, but this race is going to bring home 5th. Reggie Gill, a great run for him tonight, up 9 spots to the 6th position. Started at the back of the pack, worked his way up through the calamity and chaos, brings it home 6th. Casey Garber brings it home 7th. Your fast car tonight, unfortunately not going to bring home the result he was looking for, but he brings it home 7th nonetheless after a couple wrecks here and there. Seth Cooper brings it home in the 8th spot, up 1 spot from his starting position. Ryan McLeod in the 9th spot. Andrew Lemke, the 10th spot to round out your top 10. On the back half of the field here, we got Devin Matthews finishing 11th. Bryson Richardson, a tough race for him, finishing the 12th spot tonight. Not a good points night for him. He's going to lose a lot of ground on that 10 machine of Cam Iverson. 13th spot will be Nate Garski in the 44 machine. And rounding out your field of cars here is Casey Cavender in the 14th spot there. Bryce Clark did not take a lap in the main event here, folks, so we're not going to count him. But that'll do it here tonight for the Northwest Short Track Tour. As always, we appreciate you all watching at home. See a couple people in chat here. Sean Bowman, we can see you. Dalton Christmas. Dylan Matthews out there, our admin, still out there. Daryl Houston, we see you in chat. Carrie, Mom, I see you in chat there. Brian Bowman's in chat as well. Can he race on his phone? I don't know. Let him know if he can race on his phone. Do we want Brian Bowman in this race? I don't know if we want that there. But nonetheless, it's good to see you out there, Brian. And we'll let you all go. Have a great night. As always, Travis Barnes, clock.